you may have noticed that we are playing man down. Paul is not here today. He had some other things to attend to, so it's just yours truly, Quinton King, here from the Acoustic Guitar, based out of Musicville in beautiful Bozeman, Montana. And so to keep the content flowing, to keep the music coming at you and the demos, I picked this guitar out from the collection upstairs and wanted to talk a little bit about it, play for you a little bit. And yeah, so here we go. I'm talking today about a Kevin Ryan guitar. We featured a few Kevin Ryan guitars a while back. Paul doesn't typically stock Ryan guitars. They come in, as this one did, through consignment sales, folks that have guitars that they're looking to reintroduce into the population. You know, they've been sheltered in somebody's house or studio for a while, and they need to make room, or for whatever reason they want to throw them back out into the pool of potential guitar offerings. And this is one such case with this Kevin Ryan guitar. This is the Mission Grand Concert, and for those who are unfamiliar with Kevin Ryan guitars, I believe he's been building guitars for quite a while in Southern California, and he's made really quite a name for himself, producing very high-end custom guitars. Strongly encourage you to go to his website and check it out. This guitar is consignment, as I mentioned, meaning somebody brought it in to try and sell it through Musicville, and Musicville does this frequently for all manner of instruments, but this one happens to be my father's guitar. My father, as a guitar player for many, many, many years before his passing a few years back, invested a lot of money collecting guitars, and this was one of the ones he purchased. He always wanted a custom acoustic guitar. He'd had, Ovations. In fact, I grew up playing Ovations with the curved back, and you'd try and play it and it slides out of your lap. And then he had some Taylors and a few other acoustics. I can never pronounce it, Takamine. Had one of those that I thought was a great guitar back in the day, but he always wanted to really secure for himself a very nice upscale custom guitar made by a small luthier like Kevin Ryan. So this one came into his sphere, and he played it, I guess fell in love with it and picked it up almost instantly. And over the last decade or so, when I would go visit my folks back on the East Coast, this was always fun to play. I'd pull this out of the collection. I'd spend most of the time just walking through the various guitars he had accrued over many, many years. And I would play this one. And to be honest, when I first played it, it had some dead strings on it. I wasn't very impressed with it. But with fresh strings, it has a to my ear, a very pleasant tone. And I think that's a result of what I'm presuming that the top here is a cedar, some type of cedar. So it's going to give you a little bit warmer tone than, say, spruces or maples, some of the other tone woods. And to my eye, I'm seeing in a rosewood here on the back, and I would feel comfortable saying it's probably Indian. But again, I'm not Paul. And so playing man down, Paul is our woods expert, and I could be very wrong with this. So if anybody does have more information on the Mission Grand Concert series that Kevin Ryan was producing, and I believe this would have been early 2000s, somewhere between 2000 and 2005, maybe even later. I'm sure there are experts on Ryan guitars. If you can correct any of the things I'm saying, by all means, please leave a comment and let me know. But in any case, yeah, this was my father's guitar, and it's just one of those situations where you're trying to downsize. There's just not enough space for all of the instruments you'd like to have. And as much as I love the sound of this guitar, it's also not the style of guitar that I would typically hold on to. I'm a bluegrass player, dreadnought player. If I showed up to a bluegrass gig with this, people would probably laugh at me. So I'm sticking with my Martins for now. But I think this guitar would make a fingerstyle player very happy. And so, and that's why we're offering it back up for sale. So Yeah, this is the Kevin Ryan Mission Grand Concert. Again, guessing it's probably somewhere between 2005 and early 2010, 11 production. I believe it's cedar top, Indian rosewood back and sides. Playability's nice, and I'll just play a little bit more for you and you can be the judge. But there you go. Thank you so much.